Castle Aviation is a charter company, so our main business is we fly airplanes. And about 70% of our business is we fly freight, a lot of overnight packages. And the rest of our business is flying passengers, mostly executives going to business meetings or sometimes short vacation. We are probably one of the larger operators in Northeast Ohio, as far as number of airplanes and employees and so forth.
I love the fact that Michael Grossmann, the CEO of our company, has dedicated so much time to people like all of our heroes. My grandpa being a World War II veteran as well, it's amazing to see the amount of honor that they give us, even though we're giving it back to them.
It was May of 2012. And I belonged to an organization in Washington, and they were introducing Walt and doing a little fundraiser for Walt Fricke, and I listened to his speech, and his speech was like, wow, there's an organization, all what they do is fly. That's exactly what I do. Man, I gotta sign up. So I signed up the day after, and I was just totally blown away with what they were doing. It was 8 months before I did my first trip. I was almost 10 months before I did my first trip, and there was a double amputee, he was married. 8 weeks later, deployed. 16 days later, he stepped on IED, and so here I'm going to pick these kids up out of Columbus, Ohio, taking them back to Walter Reed because he was still in treatment. And I really expected some bitter kids. I mean, your entire life has been changed. And I did not know what to expect. But I just remember what Walt said. Walt said, you do one of these, it will change your life, it'll change the way you think, and you will do more.
These heroes that work for us day in and day out, that go to Iraq and try and be there for us. They're fighting for our country, for our freedom. And something bad, they just have a case of the Monday, something bad happens, and now the rest of their life, they have to deal with, whether it be no leg, and now they have to go through TSA. And it's embarrassing, and not only that, it's hard for them because they can't get on a plane as easy as it would be before any of this would have happened. And for us to be able to help people like that, help them on our plane and give them everything that they could ever ask for, just to help them in any way that we can.
I'd be happy just to say, hey, I'm a Veterans Airlift Command pilot, and that's all I do. So it's changed my life. It's because of these soldiers, of what they've gone through. It's because of their attitude. I mean, you won't find a bunch of soldiers, mostly men, but some women, with a positive attitude. And it's given me hope that maybe if some of these people can spread their attitude around to people in this country, maybe it'll help the country a little bit. So it's given me hope. Most people, when they find out what I do and so forth, they're very appreciative. I mean, certainly the soldiers are appreciative, the veterans are, but when other people say, oh, that's great, because my marketing director, she puts it on our Facebook page and our website, and all of my missions we number, and we tell a little story with pictures and a little story what happened to them and why we're transporting them. So it is, it's just like, telling these guys' story,